Hey, friends. I am so excited to be here with you. I am just going to make sure that my video is pinned in our Facebook group. And if you are joining me, we are streaming into the Facebook group and also on YouTube right now. So if when you see me, not if, but when you see me, say hi. Let me know who you are, where you're joining me from, and I love to chat with you. So let's hopefully, goodness, let's make sure that is showing up. And I think we've got a couple people watching so far, so that is good news. And we were talking about, I asked a question in the group the other day because I love getting to know you better. So I like asking questions. And I was wondering what the reason is. It was kind of a fill in the blank. I create because. And so as you're joining, if you didn't get to answer in the group, let me know now. What makes you create? What drives you to create? What is your reason for creating? We got such great answers. We have friends who create because they want to make a difference, because they need a stress outlet and they don't like sitting still and not doing something productive. I feel you on that one, Shoshana. I cannot, since I learned to knit and crochet, I cannot just sit and watch TV. I always have my hands busy, always have them doing something. And friends that Millie says it makes me happy. Donna says because I can. Jane says I just love to make beautiful things. And Sandra said something that that rung really true with me. She said that knitting fascinates her. What amazing things can be created with just two stitches and how they are manipulated. And Cindy creates because it relieves her stress and anxiety. And Chris because it makes her happy. And Robin makes me happy to create things made with love for friends and for family. Kathy, also the same sentiment. It makes her happy. My answer was I can't imagine not creating. I think I have always, even since I was a little girl, kind of had my hands in something, creating something. And Chantal says I create because I love. And Sunny creates because she loves making things for her family. Mary says it's her therapy. Jackie says I create because I love crafts of all kinds for charity. Kathy says I create because it soothes my soul. I loved that answer. And Catherine says I create because it stimulates my mind and produces nice, new, unique products. So how many of those kind of rung true for you all? I wonder how many of you feel the same way. So I found the video while we were chatting and I have pinned it up to the featured section. It looks like we have a few people joining us, and here in the comments, Debbie says hi from rainy Pennsylvania, and Susan is joining us from Ontario. I'm so glad that you're joining us today, Susan. And Sonia says hi from Ontario. And another friend joining us from Ohio. And Joanne from Tifton, Georgia. I knit or crochet to keep my hands busy. And a friend says I create because it makes me feel so good when I see the finished product, and especially when I give it away. That joy of giving is such a special thing. And Sonia says I can relate to so many of those responses. So we have our last currently scheduled, I'll call it that, currently scheduled progress parade, kind of as we wrap up two really big things that have been going on here as part of the Double the Stitches community. We have had a handmade holiday challenge that has coincided a bit with our A Taste of Brioche workshop. So I wanted to take a minute. I wanted to chat with you all. I wanted to celebrate the beautiful things that you all have created, the things that you have learned in our time together. And just, I wanted to take a moment and spend a little bit of time with you and celebrate with you all. So please, especially our Handmade Holiday Challenge and Brioche friends, keep sharing what you create. I love seeing what you, what comes out of your hands and your minds and your hearts. And we'll do more of these progress parades. We will get through, especially our holiday friends, we will get through the holidays together. So I'll keep posting, checking in with you all and keep sharing what you do so that we can lift each other up and celebrate each other. And I am going, so I have my screen shared. So I've got some slides to show you with beautiful things. And I have a couple of reminders. For those of you who might be interested in learning to knit cables, I am doing a cohort of my Conquer Cable knitting workshop. We're doing it a little bit differently this time. We're doing this as a 5-day challenge workshop is what I've been calling it. Because anytime that you dive in deep to a topic and learn it in 5 days, that is certainly a challenge. But these lessons will continue to be available to you after. We're not starting until September, so there is still time. We have these beautiful kits coming from Crafty Housewife Yarns. And so you get the yarn to make my reversibility cowl. It's a big jumbo skein, really just one skein made the cowl that is here in that picture there. So one skein and of your choice of colors. So if pink is not your thing, and lots of us are having different feelings about pink maybe these days with all the Barbie hoopla happening. So there's lots of different colors. There's neutrals. There's all kinds to pick from. The pre-orders for those kits end tomorrow, the 11th. So Friday, August 11th is the last day to pre-order your kit. You also get cable needles and a shorty row counter included in your kit from Twice Shared Sheep. And then you get your ticket to join me for this 5-day challenge workshop. But I want to make sure that when you sign up for when you buy the kits or sign up for the workshop, you get access to the recordings of the lessons. So they're all going to be done asynchronously is how I guess I would describe it. So you'll log into a classroom each day. You'll have new lessons from me and little things for you to practice with your cable knitting. And those will be each morning. We're going to start Wednesday, September 6th and go for 5 days. So the last day of new stuff is going to be Sunday, the 10th. And those lessons will remain in your classroom, even well after, kind of for the lifetime of my platform is what I like to say. So you'll have lifetime access to this for at least a year, probably much, much longer. And you can come back to the lessons to rescue you whenever you're stuck. We're going to talk about how to fix cables, speaking of rescuing you from tearing out your work, tearing out your hair, tossing your project in timeout, undoing hours and hours of work. You won't have to do that anymore. I'm going to teach you how to fix a cable that has gone off in the wrong direction. So you can just drop those stitches down and recreate what should be in its place without undoing all of your work. And we're going to learn how to knit cables that are beautiful on both sides of your work. And I've got a little practice project for you. Also, you can use any, I would say like a worsted or a light bulky yarn, even a DK and maybe, or sport and add an extra cable. So this is my East End ear warmer project. So that's also included. So you don't have to go buy the patterns. The pattern for the ear warmer and the cowl are included in the kits or in the workshop. So if you want to join us for that, then please, I will put the link in the chat later. And I'll put it in the description later so that you can go grab those kits. And I also wanted to mention, before we get into the progress party, just a quick reminder also, the Stitch Society membership doors close to new members today. They close at 10 o'clock p.m. today Eastern. If it's something you've been considering, if you've been on the fence, if you want to check it out and see what it's like, I would highly recommend giving it a try. There is a monthly option, so you do not have to have a long commitment. You can come in, join for just a month, stay as long as you would love to, and it's $21 for a month. You can save a little bit if you subscribe, if you join the membership for a prepay of 6 months, and that's just $115. Or for the annual plan, it works out where you get 2 months for free. So that is $210. And I have 7 bonuses. Those all go away tonight, and the price for the membership in the future will likely be going up. And I don't know that I'm going to offer all of these same bonuses again. You get tons of stuff. I'm just going to run through it nice and quick. So you get a special pattern bonus. You'll get 4 free patterns from me of your choice. I have 46 published patterns, and you can pick any 4 of those. You get a surprise holiday gift in the mail from me in December, and also an invitation to our members only virtual holiday party. And you get to join me for the Conquer Cable Knitting Workshop Challenge in September. And you get all of the bonuses. If you want to grab the kit, then let me know. I'll give you a special code that you can use, exclusive for Stitch Society members, which just deducts the price of the workshop from the kit. So you'll still get the beautiful yarn, you'll still get the goodies, but you won't have to pay for the workshop because that will be included as part of your membership in the Stitch Society. You'll also get the Beginner's Guide to Lace Knitting workshop that is replays on demand. Watch it whenever you want, whenever it fits into your schedule. And my Oops, Fix Your Knitting Mistakes workshop, again, that is on demand. So you can watch that anytime that's good for you. That is the first 5 bonuses. We also you'll get access to the replays from my A Taste of Brioche Knitting workshop. We just had our wrap up party for that last night. That was such a joy. And I am so proud of everyone who took part in that workshop, even those who stumbled a little bit. And I am just overjoyed with how well you all did. You'll also I'm going to host later this year a socks knitting workshop, Socks Step by Step, and that will be later this year. You'll get your ticket to join me for that as long as you're an active member when we run that workshop. You also get a special discount on yarn and needles from the Spinning Hand. So kits and subscriptions are not included in that discount, but no limit on the yarn and the needles. You get a code that you can go shopping. But just a heads up, the wonderful, magnificent Carrie is getting married in 2 days on Saturday. So anything that you order right now will ship from her in September when she gets back from her honeymoon. And so a year of membership in the Stitch Society gives you over $1,000 in value. Right now, you can sign up for just $21. A lot of people ask me, how can you do that? Why would you do it for such a low price? And I like to think of it kind of as like a buying a bundle, or like a group coaching thing. So like if you were going to hire a coach to help you with something and you were going to do one-on-one sessions, the price would be significantly different than if you were participating in a group coaching program. So it's a fabulous deal. I don't want you to miss out on it. If you have questions, please reach out to me. I would love to chat with you, answer any questions that you might have. As my mentor Sandra says, the fence is the most uncomfortable place to be. So if there's something that you are wavering on, that you could use more information to help you make the best decision for you, reach out so that I can answer all of your questions. There's also, in our group, I hosted a live Q&A session where I answered tons of things that people have reached out to me about, and so you can watch that. That's in the group too. So that's my last housekeeping thing. That's the link, doublethestitches.com/Stitch Society. That's for the membership. And now we can get into the good stuff, friends. We can talk about what the wonderful progress that you've all made. Celebrate you all, celebrate your accomplishments, your achievements. We have some friends to say hello to. We have Shoshana said hello from Pennsylvania, and a friend also joining us from Central Florida. So welcome, friends. I'm so glad that you're here. Whew. Okay, so this marvelous picture is from Chris's projects. So Chris is part of our larger community and also a Stitch Society member, and she's also one of my test knitters. So she has the opportunity to knit a lot of my projects that way. And she also volunteers at Eagle Bend Alpaca Farm, who I have the joy and pleasure of designing special patterns for their yarn crawls in the summer, and they just finished up two. So Chris submitted 6 projects to her county fair, and Chris won blue ribbons for 5 of them, and 4 of those 5 are patterns that I designed. So I have been just on such a high and so thrilled and so proud of her. So this was my I have a like a washcloth, a spa set, um, that she knit, and the Splish Splash spa set, she knit that in some cotton yarn, and that has a little soap, sack too. So she won a blue ribbon for that one, and she also knit my Color Crush shawl this past winter with a blue ribbon. And this was her LYS Love shawl. You may have seen the beautiful pictures I shared of it on her mannequin blowing in the wind. So another blue ribbon. And this is a pattern that's currently exclusive to my Stitch Society friends. It will be released soon, is my sequins hat. And one of the things that I loved so much about this hat is that it showcases the difference that just one stitch can make in the world in your knitting, where it starts with a ribbing in a specific pattern, and then we just increase by 1 stitch and it sends us off twirling around. The fifth project that Chris made, she made this adorable possum bag holder for Linda, who owns Eagle Bend Alpaca Farm, who adopted some orphaned possums, and has one of them that lives with her as a pet. And this was funny to me because we have had a possum in our garage. It's gone again. It was gone, it came back, it's gone again. So it was just funny to see that picture of the possum pop up in my feed when she shared her blue ribbons. So no possums were harmed. We love the possums. I just would love for them to relocate maybe to my backyard instead of in the garage. And I wanted to share Connie's beautiful work. Connie is off and running thanks to the A Taste of Brioche workshop. She's made 3 beautiful brioche ear warmers for gifts. She finished a filet crochet name. She showed that to us yesterday. So here it was in the beginnings, maybe almost halfway there. And she finished that beautiful project too for a wedding gift. And I spy, I think, another hat and maybe a tote bag in there too. So beautiful work, Connie. And Lori shared something really special with me in the group, and we are kindred spirits. She shared, "This is what I have done with my holiday making journal. I also took the measurements pages and taped the favorite things page onto the back so that for each person I have all of their information together. Then my plan is to put each project page together with the person. I'm actually hoping to use this book all year, not just for Christmas, but for birthdays as well." And that really just made me so happy to see that, Lori. I tried to keep it as actively useful as it could possibly be, where it wasn't just only about holiday gifts. And it means so much to me to know that it's something that you can use as a resource going forward too. And Dorothy finished her Aleem shawlette, and she shared a picture of it on the blocking boards. And also she shared what it looks like on the mannequin. And I would love to know what beautiful yarn you used because it came out so nice, Dorothy. Congratulations on a fabulous project. And Katha has shared a bunch of stuff with us. She finished and blocked the center panel of her LYS Love shawl. And I'm sharing both pictures with you because she already shared the blocked center panel too. And I wanted to take a second and just encourage you all, especially when you're working with lace stitches, especially when you are working with natural fibers, whatever they may be. block your projects because I want you to see, look at the difference between, this is the unblocked version of the center panel, and I want you to see how those lace stitches open up and just are so stunning, really, I think, when you see how the stitches all even out. So blocking is a miracle worker. And I'll show you. So that is before blocking and that is after blocking. So if you've ever wondered if blocking is worth it, here is a case study for you. And Keitha is also working on a swatch using a very special yarn, and we're modifying the East End earwarmer pattern together as part of her Stitch Society membership. So she is using a thinner yarn, and we're working out how many stitches she'll cast on and exactly what those stitches will be to create an earwarmer that is the size that she'd like it to be, and that's a holiday gift for a friend. She also, Keitha's very busy, always has a project going. She also has a new Tinoch burp cloth for a baby boy on her needles. And I know she's been working on it more. This is where it stood when she shared a photo, but on a Zoom, she shared how much progress she had made. And Karen shared that she is making headway on a knit along for a Christmas gift for her niece. And look at those gorgeous, gorgeous cables, that gorgeous knitting, and the beautiful color. I love that shade of blue, Karen. She also started her Christmas knitting, and these are socks for her granddaughter, and said, "Thanks, Jessica, for the inspiration. I love those are bright and vibrant. They will not get mixed up with other colors of socks. It will be easy for your granddaughter to make a match." I love the colors that you picked. And Kay shared, "I think I might be building an army of Santa gnomes." And I think they're so cute. And I would love if you kept sharing. I'm wondering, how many are you planning to make, Kay? And Donna shared, "I have a child's poncho and one hat complete for our Christmas challenge, another poncho and a hat in progress. And I love that you're switching between different projects, but still making forward momentum, forward progress on both of them. 2 is a good number. Don't be like me. I have way more than 2 things in progress right now." And Nicole shared, "A bit behind the projects due to a need to finish works in progress for a baby shower. I used a wool that I know blooms when I block it." So that is her A Taste of Brioche Knitting Earwarmer project. And Sally is our first brave soul to share that she has cast on her Call of the Gulls hat. And so she learned regular brioche, brioche knitting, brioche purling, and slip-one yarn over. And in this project, she is learning to do increases and decreases in brioche, and directional decreases so that they go in different directions. And since I haven't shared it a lot publicly, I grabbed a picture of the last one of these hats that I made, and that's going to be a gift to a friend. So that's the A Taste of Brioche hat. It's not published yet, but it will be very soon. And Cheryl finished her A Taste of Brioche cowl, and I loved the tonal greens that she used. So that's blocking. So if anyone has questions about anything, whether it is really anything, if you have questions about anything I can help you with, please, feel free, ask in the comments. Reach out to me with any messages. And just that last reminder before we wrap up, keep posting your projects, keep sharing your progress with us. We're going to keep celebrating each other through the holidays. We are in August. We've got plenty of time to go, so don't feel pressured. The whole idea behind the holiday challenge was not that you would finish your projects before we hit finished. It was that you would go from procrastinating about them to making progress. And even if that progress has been only that you started planning, that is still planning that you most likely would not have done in a concrete way in July or in August. So that, to me, is still worth celebrating. As I mentioned, pre-orders for the Concord Cable Knitting Kits from Crafty Housewife Yarns are open until tomorrow. You'll get the yarn, the goodies from Twice Shared Sheep, and a 5-day challenge workshop with me. And, the yarn is absolutely fabulous. It is from Galler Yarns. It is their WOW yarn. WOW stands for Worsted One Ply Wonder or wool. It's beautiful yarn. I have it in 3 colors, and I love knitting with it. I love working with it. And then just that last, remember, that the Stitch Society membership doors close today. When I do open it up again, it likely won't be until sometime this fall. If I do, possibly not again until next year, until 2024. We're gonna take a take a beat. I like to get to know members as they join, and that is why I do this kind of short opening window, because I never want myself to feel overwhelmed. I want to make sure that I am serving my members and helping them in every way that I can, and making sure that I deliver on the things that I have promised to them. So the doors are open until 10 o'clock tonight. And that is, I'll just leave you with that link. There's 7 bonuses. The bonuses are worth, I think it was $374. The workshop itself is over $1,000 in value in a year. So it's a fabulous, wonderful deal. And I am around the rest of the day today. I'll be popping in your inbox a couple times more today, just to remind you. And yeah, if you have any questions, I am here for you anytime. There is also a link. I'm going to share that on the screen. Let me just grab it and make sure I am giving you the right link. So that is a link where you can you can schedule a call with me. Banners. I'm going to create a banner. Okay, so this link, doublethestitches.com/let's chat, is a link that you can use to schedule like a short 15-minute call with me on Zoom, and we can talk about whatever it is, whatever you're wondering. I would love to chat with you. So reach out to me for anything, and thank you for being a part of our wonderful community. I am so, so grateful for you all. So appreciative of the time that you spend in our group, the time that we spend together doing different projects and different things. And anything I can do, just reach out and let me know anytime. All right. Thank you so much, friends. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care.